Hi Pisces, welcome to your February 2019 tarot forecast with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your continued support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, let me just say happy birthday to ya. I bet you thought I would forget. For all of you February born Pisceans, there's, just a little happy birthday for you. And as you can see, I got a little bonus coming up for you as well. So with that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards, as always, with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the month ahead has in store for you. Pisces, what are your actions and your interactions with the world at large all about this month? And this month you've got the Seven of Cups. So you are walking out of the confusion, but also it's not just about dropping the confusion. I feel like, Pisces, you are really getting clear on some stuff this month. And you're actually saying to yourself, I know what is too much. I know when I'm doing too much. And this is a really good thing for you guys, because it feels for me like you're finally honoring yourself and cherishing yourself like you do the rest of humanity. I really feel like you're taking a step back and saying, look, you know what? I've got too many projects on and I need to now take some time for myself. So it's not even necessarily about taking a break. If for those of you that are like, oh, I can't really take a break at the moment. It's not necessarily even about that. It really feels for me like you're streamlining things. Like you're saying to yourself, do you know what? I'm going to pick 3 goals instead of having 1,000, and I'm going to do those 3 goals really well. And if you've got 3 goals and you complete one, fine. If you feel 2, replace it with another one. That's what it kind of feels like to me. Like you're really saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go through the process of streamlining this, and what needs to happen now will be done now, and what can wait will wait. This really feels like you're giving yourself time and space to get into the depths of who you are. And also it really feels like you're about to tap into this ability to create fantasy. This card is it's got so many broad applications, but for me, like I said, your actions this month, you're streamlining things. You are making things more efficient, and therefore you yourself become more proficient at everything that you do. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So your money and materials this month. Let's have a look, see what are your money and materials saying this month. So your money and materials, you've got the Hermit. So this is about withdrawing from things. It's interesting because the Hermit card is always sees us take ourselves out of a situation. The fact that this comes up for your money and materials, it very much to me says that you are going through the process of eliminating whatever is superfluous, right? That's what the Seven of Cups is saying as well, right? So you're with the Hermit in your money and materials, it's like you're saying to yourself, do I need that subscription to 7 different magazines? It's almost like you're going through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and you're saying to yourself, if I don't need it, or it genuinely isn't enhancing my life in some way, then I'm going to remove it. The Hermit card is ruled by Virgo, which has that eliminative effect. The Seven of Cups here has that link to Neptune, which is about fantasy, but it's also about overstretching or overdoing something because things aren't clear. This month you are getting clear on stuff, and you are making things clear by your own hand. And with the Hermit card in your money and materials, you really are getting selective about what you're going to pay for, why you're going to pay for it. It's kind of like I see you literally saying to yourself, do I need it? Is it enhancing my life? No, then probably not, then I'll let it go. For others of you, and I touch on this very sensitively, the Hermit card is eliminative. The Seven of Cups can sometimes be about overindulgence of any kind of substance that takes us out of ourselves. For some of you, for a very select few, this really feels for me like you are getting to the root of whatever it is that has been holding you back, whether you drink too much, smoke too much, eat too much. It's almost like there's something about this that feels like you're addressing something that happens on a really deep level. And it's kind of like you're saying to yourself, right, now I realize what I'm trying to escape, or how I try to escape certain things. I can cut that out as well. And that is going to to lead to not only a purging of, you know, all of the toxins from your physical self, but it will also lead to a purging of emotional states that no longer have a place in your life. Pisces, you have evolved. You have come so far. You have, I can't even literally, because I feel like I might even cry, but I have seen so many things happen, and it's like finally you are loving yourself. Finally you are caring enough about yourself to say, right, I'm going to do something for myself, but ultimately I'm going to make sure that what I am aligned to, what I have, you know, got to do, and all the rest of it is beneficial for me, is life enhancing for me. So in your communications with the world at large, you've got the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords usually sees us trapped by some situation, and this is about communication. This is the final hurdle, I believe. This is the thing where when you finally get to that moment where you're like, I feel all of this, it's happening on a deep internal level. As soon as you get to that space in your life where you can verbalize this stuff, and it will be this month, this will be the month where you really go for it and you say to yourself, you know what, it's time for me to stand up and be counted. It's time for me to speak up. It's time for me to speak out. You're about to liberate yourself from some kind of situation. And it's interesting that, you know, the whole thing about something that we, you know, might be addicted to, or it might be a crutch that we're leaning on, or something came up. Because the Eight of Swords sees you really addressing that and really saying, you know what, if I communicate this out, if I just say it out loud, I have the power to banish it or to break it. Whatever you feel like has a chain on you, Pisces, you're going to break that chain this month. You are absolutely going to do it. And I tell you what, your words are going to be like friggin' seismic shocks to everyone and anyone that hears them. You are powerful, and this week, this month, you discover it. Wow. Your heart and your half, you've got the Devil card, right? So underlying this whole month, you are going through the process of removing or releasing whatever it is that is holding you back. And you already know what this is, Pisces. Let's not forget, one of the things about your sign is they seek escapism. And it's very often because they know, or, you know, they're running from something or trying to escape something that they know. So it's not that this is unconscious to you. It's quite the opposite. Sometimes with a Pisces, things are so conscious to them. They're so aware of something that it's kind of like, I can't go in there. I don't want to look at it. It's too painful, because they feel at such a deep level. With the Devil card in your heart and half, this is really addressing the fact that it's, for a lot of you, this is about seeking a partner. For a lot of you, this is about feeling inadequate in your relationships. And now that you know this stuff, you can start to speak up on it. And by speaking up on it, by really verbalizing how you feel and what has actually been holding you back, you're going to not only break the chain, but you free up all of that internal energy to say, you know what? Fucking hell, yeah, I'm powerful, and I remember it now. I know it now. I understand it now. You know, this is a really strong, powerful set of cards. It really is. So let's have a look at the weeks of your month. The first week of February. What's going on for you? You got the Magician card underneath the Seven of Cups. You really are streamlining things, and you are making your will manifest. This will be the first week of this year where you can look at it, you know, at the end of the first week of February, you're going to look back and say, I'm a master manifester. You will actually be able to say those words, because this week, this first week of February, you're going to say to yourself, right, that doesn't work. I've got too much on. This stuff is a no, and this is what I'm focusing on. And I guarantee you, the minute you start to streamline stuff, it will just start to work, to just go in your favor, and you'll be really surprised at how quickly and how powerfully it actually works for you. In your second week of February, you've got the Lovers card right underneath the Hermit. So, you know, this is interesting as well, because it really does feel like you're making the decision, because the Hermit card, the Lovers card, represents choice. You are making the decision to remove what is superfluous, what doesn't have any weight, what doesn't have any enhancing quality to it. You're removing from your life. And it feels like as well, especially in terms of your money, the Hermit card and the Lovers card together is almost like saying, you know what, I now understand how my monetary stuff is linked to my self-esteem. And when you see this in action with your master manifesting week the week before, it's really going to put you in a place of feeling good, because you'll understand just how quickly and easily you can shift it. Third week of February, you've got the Hermit card. So you've got a double hit of this Hermit card energy. This is about taking time for yourself. It's about saying, if you're single, it's about saying, I'm taking time for myself. If you're partnered, if you've got a family, it's about saying to the partner, sorry, but I'm having a bath for an hour and I'm going to put some nice music on. Or, you know, the kids are like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And you're like, you know what? Yes, I can. But I'm having an hour to myself. You know, go and do, obviously, you know, make sure that there's somebody there to watch them if it's just you or whatever. But this is about really seeking to take time for yourself. Then, with the Hermit card underneath the Eight of Swords, this is about speaking your truth and finally eliminating the things that you dare not say. This is about saying the things that you dare not say. It's about bringing them to the surface, and whether it comes out like a, you know, a spew of negative crap that comes pouring out your mouth and you're like, ah! You go on a 5-minute rant, so what? So be it. Let it out. Because once you've got it out, I promise you, you will be back at a place where you feel strong, where you feel secure, and where you have your power back. And then finally, the 4th week of February, you've got the Devil underneath the Devil. I mean, you know, this is why I love tarot. It doesn't really, you know, it doesn't mess about with you. It gives you it as it is. You are about to let go of self-sabotaging tendencies like you never have before, Pisces. You are strong, you are powerful, and you are coming into that power this month. You are going to recognize in yourself the beating heart of a fucking warrior, and you're going to understand just how you've held yourself back before now. This isn't about pointing the finger at yourself and saying, I'm to blame for all of the crap. It's not about that at all. It's about letting all of it go, speaking all of it out, realizing your worth more, and going after that more that you deserve. That is it, plain and simple. The Devil card is telling you to let go of the attachment, and whatever it is that you've been addicted to, whether it's playing small, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's food, whether it's you know, whatever it is, you know, sex even for some people, whatever you've been using as a crutch or as something to, you know, or, you know, for some people it could be, oh, you know, I can't do that because I've got this, and you know, whatever you've been hiding behind, you're coming out of now, and you realize that actually it's you that has the power, not this thing that's been propping you up for so long. And finally, your key to the month. What is your key to the month, Pisces? What is the key to the month? Your key to the month is the Judgment card. Transformation. New things, moving into a new era of self, changing your life, changing who you are, changing the story that you tell the world in relation to yourself. The Judgment card is about a reckoning that is coming, but also it talks about you saving yourself. You're no longer the savior just for other people this month. You are saving yourself, Pisces, and you are doing it in monumental, stellar fashion. Stand back and watch them go. So finally, your Valentine's message, whether you are single or taken. This is kind of like, you know, about your personal relationships around Valentine's Day and also for the entire month. So let's have a look. You've got the Page of Cups. This is your card. The Page of Cups is a Piscean card as far as I'm concerned. And when I see this, it's about the fun and the joy and the optimism. It's about allowing yourself to dream. It's about asking yourself, who were you before all the shit set in? Who were you before all of the crap decided to attach itself to you? Because that person is who you can become again. If you are single, you are being asked to enjoy yourself. Go out, have fun, be frivolous, you know, just let loose and have some fun. If you are partnered, this is basically saying, you know what? Get back in touch with your feelings. Get back in touch with that childlike sense of wonder that you had at the beginning of your relationship, because that is what's being asked of you. It's going to be a great month for you, Pisces. It's going to be a month of really claiming, taking and standing in your own power. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing month, and let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you very soon for more videos.